All right, we are live. Welcome to Multiplayer Mingles, everyone. Today we are hosting Chris from Flexin N Finessin, who has some of the most badass swag that I have seen in this hobby. He has the most insane sticker packs that he sends out. How you doing, Chris?
I'm doing good, and thank you. I like your little intro part at the end. That was cool.
Oh, thanks.
I like that. Who made that? You did? That
Yeah, yeah. I
was
found a
dope.
website and that they have like all these different like editing functions you can do and make your own intros and outros and we'll be
That's
right
awesome.
back, little tros, whatever you want to call them.
That was awesome. That was nice. I like that.
So what's new and exciting? You guys
Um,
got any clutches on the ground yet?
no,
Eggs?
I actually had Shadow Clutch. I had
Oh,
Calicos, yeah. So
very nice.
I paired up a Ghost Banana head pie to a Calico head pie, and I got a
Ooh,
Banana Calico head Ghost head pie.
ooh, very nice. Bet that's pretty.
It's gorgeous. He's over there. Let me get him real quick. I'll show
Oh
you.
yeah, yeah.
Think he shed it. I don't know. I got to clean out his cup. He made a mess,
Yep.
but yeah,
Here, let me
here it is.
make you bigger. Let me see. How do I make you bigger here? Do, 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 do,
You switch
do.
me.
There we go.
Yeah,
Oh
that's the baby
yeah,
right there.
he's pretty. Throw some
I
enchi in there and get some camp or bonfires.
yeah. I like Calico too, though. I like Calico. I love what you can do with it. It's just so much to do.
Oh yeah, I love like how there's different expression and like there's the higher expression, lower expression, and how it wonks up the pattern. Something I wish I had more of in my collection too.
Do you have clutches on the ground right now?
I had a clutch hatch out recently. Yeah, we had 7 eggs, and it was from a black pastel mahogany to a black pastel het pied.
Nice.
Um, and we got two black pastel mahoganies, 3 black pastels, a mahogany, and a normal. And I have another female due to drop literally tomorrow. Um, so hopefully we'll get a nice clutch out of her, and that's my monarch clutch. So hoping for some more monarchs out of her.
Nice. I didn't even know you
Yeah.
were working with Monarch now. I don't know. I'm not really fond of Monarch.
I have Ultramelly and Monarch. I like working both. I like to see the difference in both. But
That's nice.
in person, Monarch looks way better than I've ever seen it in any pictures. Pictures don't do it justice.
I
What's
agree. I
going on,
agree.
Giovanni? Eden's Den. Welcome. Thanks for joining. All right, Chris. Well, I have about 20 questions for you tonight, and I guess we can get those rolling. So, for those who don't know you, you want to introduce yourself and tell us about your collection?
Oh yeah, I'm Flexin N Finessin Reptiles logo, and been changed multiple times. That's the very first one. That's the OG logo. The new logo looks like this now. Uh, Here's the new logo.
That's sick.
Yeah. Had the stickers made, so had everything made. I worked with pretty much ball pythons, leopard geckos, crescent geckos, bearded dragons, milk snakes, hog noses. Now retics because I just got one. Um, Rainbow boa, a lot. Um, Looking around sand boas, I got sand boas,
Very
uh,
cool.
day geckos, and then sulcatas.
Oh, sick. You have sulcatas too. We have one. Do you
Yeah, I
have a
got
pair of
two.
them?
Yep.
Nice. You
The
planning on
bosa.
breeding them in the future?
I don't even know if they're boy or female.
Oh,
When
really?
Yeah, they told me to check when they get a little bit bigger, so I'm gonna have to wait because they're still
Uh,
little, but they're growing. They're growing
yeah.
fast too.
Yes, they do. Ours we got 3 years ago, and we got him as a little hatchling and fit in the palm of my hand. Now I can't wrap my hands around him. He probably weighs close to like, I don't know, like 8-ish pounds.
That's awesome.
They definitely grow quick.
But I want to like also I want to do like a outside enclosure for them, like build one. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's our plan this summer. We're hoping to build something for ours because he's in a 4x2x2 right now, and he's definitely outgrown that.
Well, one of
So
our like our buddies in the chat group, if you know Baby Jesse's Reptile World,
I do not, but hello and welcome.
he just did one for his sulcatas and it looked really really nice,
Oh,
super
cool.
nice. So yeah, he inspired me to do that, like go and make one, and I want to. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make one outside and
Oh
see how
yeah.
that goes. But when they get a little bit bigger right now, they're still too little.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me put this one back.
Okay. He's gonna be doing the running arounds. Let's see. Bosa, welcome. Stream sniper himself. Baby Jesse's Reptile World, welcome. Thank you guys for joining.
So that guy joined the mess. He made a mess in his tub, so I gotta clean that out later.
Oh, but I have to go through all of mine. It's definitely cleaning day here.
I was like, it sucks.
Yeah,
They don't know how
but
to
it's
stay
nice to
clean.
see them. Yeah, you feel like you just clean them, and then they're like, "I'm gonna mark my turf."
Yep. That's the bad thing about ball pythons, though. They like being in their nasty mess. It's not.
They're little mud puppies, is what they are, or poop puppies, whatever you want to call them. Especially the light colored ones.
My zoo dreams. What are you talking about, Gio?
Your zoo dreams. Yeah, you definitely have a wide variety of animals in your collection. That's pretty awesome.
I just want to work with everything. Like my next. Actually, I'm gonna trim down some of the ball pythons, and I want to work with the boa, viper boas.
Oh, those are cool.
Yep. So I'm gonna try to trim it down
Spicy.
and get some more. Yeah, and some more hog noses, and some more hog noses, and maybe another retic because I really fell in love with my retic. Like, oh man, she's awesome. She's amazing.
What morph is she?
She's I think 60%. I can't even say that word. Kalua or Katalua,
Kalatoa?
Kalatoa. There you go. And then the 40% I think is Anuri. So she's
Oh, cool.
yeah. So she's
Very
a
cool.
mix. But other than that, I don't. They didn't give me a specific morph. They just said that's what she was, mixed. So
Thanks, Edens. Yes, everybody, please like, share, subscribe. That would be awesome. We're trying to build a community here. This is new, and that would be sick. So, Chris, what made you choose your business name?
I was trying to combine fitness and reptiles,
And I see
and
you post
since
a lot of stuff like that, like you working
yeah,
out and stuff and lifting.
so ever since we started the podcast, I actually changed my point of view on some things. Everybody's like, we want to see more of the reptiles, so I did away with my fitness videos on my page,
Mm.
and I started doing them on Cold Blooded Games page. So I started a whole nother fitness and reptiles over there, and
Yeah.
I'm interviewing people who work out in the community and own reptiles. So I'm trying to bring them together. But yeah, that's why I picked my names because I was trying to bring in Flexin N Finessin Reptiles. And then
That's
I named
very
my little
cool.
boy, my little boy Brody Gannon before they took off. I named him Little Flexin and Little Finessin. So,
That's
and we
very
just went from
cool.
there. But their actual names are Brody and Gannon. So I just nicknamed them. They nicknamed themselves actually. They were like, Dad, so I'm Flexin and he's Finessing. I was like, yeah, if that's what y'all want to be. And they were like, yeah, yeah. So I just ran with it.
That's pretty cool. And your son helps you out in the with the animals and stuff?
When they were here, they moved to Hawaii with their mom. They were gone for 4 years.
Ah.
Yeah. So right now it's just me. I work and try to keep everything in order for them. My little boy calls me on the tablet. He's like, "I miss my snakes. Can you show me my snakes through the tablet?"
Aww.
You know, so he has a snake here that he got from Nikki from
Oh,
Mutation
really?
Station. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I have it's a spider.
Okay.
Yeah, it was one of their very first big spider mills.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, he's here. He's still here
Oh,
too.
very cool. Oh, I'm sure
But
Nikki
yeah,
would love to know that.
oh, he's getting big. He's big. He's a big boy. He eats, which is I think I have to feed him tomorrow. I'm not sure. Yeah, tomorrow.
So we went over what species you keep. So how long have you been in the hobby?
Been in the hobby about 4 years. I didn't get on Instagram till like later. I want to say it was like a year ago because I think I've only been on Instagram a year and a half now. Um, when I came onto Instagram, there was so much like negativity going on.
Mm-hmm.
People going at each other, people fighting against each other. I was new to the hobby. I had like women come at me too, like, "Hey, don't talk to that person, so and so, or stay away from them," stuff like that.
Yep, I definitely remember that time period. It was not a good time to be on Instagram, that's for sure.
And then I would message and be like, "You know what? I'm Switzerland. Like, I don't follow nobody or unfollow anybody until they do something wrong to me.
Yep,
If they don't do anything wrong to me, I'm cool with them. So
you get your
that's
own
what I,
opinion.
yeah. Until I build my own opinion, see their true colors, which over time, true colors started coming out. So
Yep, and that's when you know,
yeah, done, gone, time to
gone,
cut them.
yeet.
But yeah, then I ran into Mary from Mary Ball. Yeah, Mary Ball Pythons. Is that
Oh
what
yeah.
it is?
Mm-hmm.
Um, well, I call her mom because she's like a mom to me. When we do talk, she talks to me like her son. So she was like, "Chris, you're so new to the game. Like, what do you plan on doing? Like, what is your goal? What do you want to try to do coming into this hobby, like here on Instagram?" I was like, "Well, I see all this negativity going on. I just want to like spread positivity. I want to put people together. I want to unite." And then I was like, I want to cross, because at that time I don't think we were crossing like into chondros, like people from the ball python community talking to chondros. Everybody was just in their own community.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since I started crossing, now everybody's like starting to talk to other people and then like different, you know.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. It's not so much like clicky ball pythons, clicky chondro groups, the corn snake community. Like everybody seems to have meshed together in the past like year or so, and it's kind of nice.
It is, right? It's really nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, like when I was doing the shows on Instagram before I went over to YouTube. That's what I was doing on Instagram. I was trying to cross them together on Instagram. At first, they were quiet. I don't know what to say, and I was like, "It's easy. I'll just ask you questions." But even at that, they would answer the question and be like, "What's next?" You know.
Yep, I get you.
So yeah, they were just super nervous, and I don't know. I love like doing that. I love bringing in new breeders because when new breeders come in and they talk to an older, I guess, breeder that's like really negative or something, they scare them off.
Yeah.
They don't even get a chance. And right now, we need as many as they can, as many as we can get into the community industry, because we actually need to get USR can help them up, and they
Yep.
get out there.
Yep. Yeah, I
So
definitely think like you and Gershon from GP Snakes, like you two are like the ones that really bring in the new people and like get people out there and bring them out of their comfort zone. And it's really nice, especially like the people who have just started and need that little push, to get their confidence under them.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree. I agree. There's a lot of us doing that right now too. There's a lot of YouTube shows going on now. Well, a lot more YouTube. podcasts going out now too. Oh, I didn't even know about yours till I saw it and I asked you when I saw your little story comment. I was like, oh, what's up?
Yeah, it's something I figured I'd try, like Nikki and I used to do a show together. It's called Snaking Around. I don't know if you knew about that or not,
Yeah, I
but
saw that and I was gonna ask you. I thought Nikki was your co-host. So
well, we're still planning on doing Snaking Around. We have a different channel for that. This is my personal channel.
oh,
Um,
okay.
so we've just been waiting for life to kind of settle down on both of our ends. Um, but eventually it's going to get to the point where we're going to be like, okay, we've got our topics lined up for a few weeks. We're good. Like, let's do this.
Excuse me.
And I've got some downtime right now, so I figured, hey, let's get some people lined up and do some interviews and get some people's names out there and have a good time. And it's good for me too, because I'm kind of a inward person as well most of the time, unless I really know someone. So this kind of pushes me out of my comfort zone too.
Well, it's a hit or miss, I would say.
Yeah.
Like either you don't, you're damned if you do, and damned if you don't. Like you got to get out of your comfort. Like everybody needs to understand that. Like I've met a bunch of people that don't want to be on camera because they don't know what to say. They're like, what do I say? I was like, well, when we ask you a question, you get time to like, or as we're asking it, clicks.
Yeah.
But some are like, camera's not for me. I was like, how do you know? Do you not try? You know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just feel like people need to get out there, and if people don't like you, they don't like you. If people like you, then they'll like you. It is
Yeah.
it is it is what you make of it. Pretty much, what I want to say.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go. I mean, look at me. Like the first time I got on camera, I was a little nervous. I was like, what do I do with my hands? That kind of thing. but but now I'm just I'm rolling now. We're rolling.
Yep. Yeah, you
So,
guys definitely have a nice show under your belt now.
and I
I've
want
caught a
to
few episodes and
keep. I was like, and I want to keep it that way too. Like, I like the way that podcast is going, especially with Levi. Levi is amazing. The brother, like one of my brothers. Like ever since we met, we just clicked, boom, and
Mhm.
we kind of just feed off each other. So I get it. I like it. I love it. And then right now I got Cold-Blooded Gains. It's just like I said, the fitness podcast. I got Max from Military Morphs, and then I got Gargoyle Exotics, another co-host. So there's like three of us, and then one interviewee. So tomorrow night, I think we're interviewing Tommy from. Um, yeah, I forgot her logo already. Inky Clouds. There you go.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So that's
Very
tomorrow
cool.
night. We're gonna be talking fitness and everything. So
Very cool.
it's
I'll
gonna be
have to
fun.
Oh, I should be able to hop in and check it out. So, Chris, what got you into keeping reptiles?
Uh, well, I had started keeping reptiles when I was like 12, all the way up to like I was 16, 17. And then I met a girl, then I wanted to do boyfriend or girlfriend things and didn't have time for the reptiles. I had to get rid of them all. So I started back then. I had 8 horned snakes, one western hognose snake, and Pablino milk snake or Pablano. I don't know how to
Ah.
say that. So yeah, I had all of them already, and then I just had to get rid of them because, well, I was already gonna become a dad, so
mm,
at 16, so I had my
Priorities.
daughter, yeah, so I had to get rid of them, and then I waited a couple of years, and then my little boys were like, "Dad, I want a lizard." I was like, "A lizard?" I got him a gecko, and then from there it took off. We got a crested gecko first, and then I got all these ball pythons, a rainbow boa, and then I just kept looking on Morph Market, and then I just like I need to stop.
It's
I
addicting. It's addicting.
was like, "Damn you, Morph Market, damn it,
You're the reason I'm poor, damn it.
right? All my money's going to you." So mad. But yeah, pretty much that's what happened. So yeah, reptile at the reptile and started buying reptiles. And then my boys, I thought, you know, they were gonna be here a little longer. And they were like, "Yeah, Dad, we love coming in here and being in here, looking at all the
Aw.
reptiles." And then my nieces and nephews, they come over here. They're like, they'll name something, and I'll just leave it there for them. You know, they'll
Mm-hmm.
pick like, "Oh, can I hold Isabella?" Like my niece, she's here right now. She wants to hold Isabella,
Aw.
which is her leopard gecko, but it's an all white leopard gecko. So
Oh, that's a good name for a white leopard gecko.
yeah. So she's like, "Can I hold her?" And I was like, "Not right now. I got a live, Mama. So I'll let you hold her after the live."
Let's
So
see. Oh my goodness, chat's took it off.
it's James G. Hill. Geo, old Zach. What's up, guys? What's up,
Oh,
everybody?
Zach.
That's like shout out to me, familia. I love them, my family.
Everybody's chatting.
What's up, Will
Will.
Salahi?
Oh man, I'm in trouble now.
Yeah, Geo the unknown. Bosa. Bosa's the ambassador. We call him the ambassador. He's the ambassador of
he
positivity.
he is. I call him the stream sniper because he's everywhere. He's always
For
in all the
real.
lives.
I'll be like, I sometimes text Bosa. I'll be like, "Who's on tonight?" And then he'll send me over their link because I'll be bored sometimes. I'll be like, "Who's on?" Oh
Yeah,
yeah, he is the
he
stream sniper.
definitely
Yeah,
knows.
yeah, he's a. They call him. What do they call you, Bosa? The podcast whore. That's what they call him.
I think yeah, I think they call Will the podcast or the what did because I know they do you watch Holdback Rex podcast at all?
No, he hasn't sent me that one.
No,
Bosa.
that one's really good. That's with Jana from ASM Royal Tales and Jessica from Hair Hollow Farms.
Oh, okay,
And
then yes. I didn't know it was called that though. I've seen their show. Yes.
yeah, they joke that Will's the podcast whore or something in that too.
He just said Bosa gets around more than me.
He is the podcast whore, so he agrees.
He said, "Nah, well, try to be like you." Bosa the real one.
A podcast whore junior.
Oh man, y'all got me beat, Bosa. I've been slacking lately with learning how to start my own. Oh, it's easy, bro. If you need help, let me know, man. It's super easy. I'm pretty
Just get
sure
on
anybody
and
can show
start
you.
talking.
Yeah. Or ask Bosa. Bosa actually the one to show me how to do mine. Like, no lie, his son. I had to call his son.
Oh
Got
wow.
me to taught me how to start my YouTube podcast. The very first podcast. I had to
Oh,
wait
sick.
24 hours the next day, and then boom, it was on my own from then on.
Mm. Oh, OBS. Yeah, we used to do OBS when we were doing snaking around me and Nikki. My husband would run like the actual stream and then I would just do the like live side and I didn't have to do anything. But we only have one computer now, so we can't really do the OBS thing. So I was like, I like restream.
I don't know. I've never tried this restream, but I kind of like StreamYard better still. I don't know.
I used StreamYard before too. The reason I picked Restream was just because you could have music in the background. And I liked
Oh,
some of the
okay.
features that they did too. But I haven't used the music or anything since the first episode because I couldn't figure out the audio levels and it was just a mess. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I didn't know that, so that's why I was like, I'm still learning all these. When you sent me this thing, I was like, what is this? So I
It's
didn't know there was still
fancy.
other things out there yet.
Fancy and new and shiny. I've seen videos of like people comparing the two of them and they're very similar. They do similar things. But the only thing that's different that I can tell is Restream has music that you can do in the background if you're by yourself. It's not
Sorry
as
if
good if
that's
you.
if you can hear that. I'm sorry. That's so loud.
Oh,
It's
it's all
it's
good.
it's my dad's birthday today, and he passed away a year ago from the day, and
Oh,
so we're all here celebrating his birthday. So everybody's
oh,
here, so they're loud. I apologize.
oh, it's all good. So We'll move on with
Oh
the
my god.
next question. So, your favorite codom and recessive?
Oh man, my cold is Inchy and GHI and Orange Stream, and then my recessive is Clown and Pie.
You working towards making some clown pies?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. Yeah, well, OBS is the best. I will agree with that. I did really like it. But
What, the
since I
Clown
don't.
Pie?
Oh, OBS. He's talking about OBS,
Oh,
the stream system. But I do like clown pies. I definitely agree there, though. We actually just picked up a collection a couple weeks ago, and a lot of it's like almost like triple het lav, pied, and clown. And some are pos hets, so I'm like, man, if some of these prove out, I'm
if,
so pumped about clown pies.
well, I like Clown too because the pattern on the heads are always different. They're never the same.
Mm-hmm.
So I like
It's like their own little fingerprint.
differentness. Yeah,
It
I
is
have
really cool.
my male right now. Looks like he has a clover on his head, legit clover. It's pretty dope. So I love
That
that.
is
That's
cool.
why. And then Clown is just, I don't know, something about that morph that when you combine it with others, it's amazing. It's amazing. It enhances everything.
Oh yeah,
So
absolutely. I love the wonky patterns in pied, like, and I like the different, like when you have low white pieds, how the pattern just gets so distorted.
hmm
I love low. I used to be a high white pied fan, not so much anymore.
For real? Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
did. You were saying that always about high white, yeah. And I would
yeah.
always come in there and be like, low white's better. I like low white.
hmm
I
I have
remember
a
that.
low
Okay.
couple low whites now, and I've been turned to the dark side. But don't get me wrong, I still love my panda pied and my black pastel pieds. I love them, but
Oh, I
I'm a
forgot you made one
sucker.
of those.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for those high white or high pattern pieds.
Nice. Man, I want a panda pie so bad. There's so many of y'all like have them. I'm like, oh my god, but they're so expensive.
Yeah,
So
they're
expensive.
actually coming down in price, which is interesting. Ever since Justin announced the Oreo pieds, which are the Suma Black Pastel Yellow Belly pieds,
Mm.
they look pretty much exactly like a panda pie. They just have more pattern,
Huh.
and there's nothing like genetically that you can get into that would cause any issues. Oh, it's a safer combo, and I'm starting to work toward that too, so I can be panda mom again.
So when you breed or pair it up, do you do it for yourself or like for other reasons?
I usually pair what I like right now, like my biggest projects are the Oreopides and my Monarch stuff. Um, but I have a little bit of everything else thrown in. Like I love Xanthic, so working toward making like Xanthic clowns, Xanthic pides. You know,
Okay, okay.
what projects are you working on right now that you're excited about?
Right now I don't have anything working right now because my last snake that was supposed to give me eggs, she slugged out completely. Like
Ah,
all 12 eggs slugs.
dang.
Yeah, so I only had the four female because everything else is still growing. Because I only have four adult females here. So
Mm.
I have the spider female, the champagne female, het clown, and then I have my calico female which laid, and I had those babies which only had four eggs. One drowned in the egg, which was the calico pied, and then I had the calico female that looks just like her. I sold that one, and then I had the banana calico male, which is the one I just showed you.
Hmm.
And then the other egg was just drained out. It was dried out pretty much, so there was nothing in
Mm.
there. So I got blessed with two babies.
Hey, you got something.
So,
It's still good. Something's
so
better than nothing.
yeah, I agree. I agree. I was at first I was like, I'm not gonna hold my breath on this one. You know, I thought they weren't all gonna make it, but then I see them crawling around. I was like, oh snap, they're out of the eggs.
Yeah,
Yeah, they came out on their own. I didn't even pit them. I was like looking forward to cut my first egg and everything, but they were out on their own. both of
Oh
them.
wow.
Yeah,
So that was your first clutch then?
yeah, that was my first clutch. Yeah, this
Oh,
year.
that's so cool. That's exciting.
It
Well,
was. It was.
hopefully you'll get your next one. You'll be able to experience cutting your clutch.
I, I really do want to experience the cutting thing, but don't happen. Don't happen. If they come out all on their own, then that's even better.
Yeah,
You know.
that's even better.
And so like I even had my geckos, my leopard geckos. They're like I had like 30 babies I need to get rid of. So
Oh my gosh.
yeah. So
They're pretty prolific, it sounds like.
yeah, they're all growing. They're growing pretty big. They're all gorgeous too. So I'm just taking care of them, and hopefully somebody wants to come get them. I think my buddy said he wants four, so we'll see what happens.
Ooh,
So we'll see
that'll
what
work. That'll
happens.
be good.
Yeah, I want them to go to good homes, so I don't want them just to be like, oh, I can't take care of it. Here you go, come back. Or something happens to them. I don't want nothing to happen to them. So
Right.
like when I shipped my first snake, oh man, that terrified the hell out of me. So
Yeah. I still freak out every time I ship a snake. I don't they're like your kids, you know? Like
yeah,
you care about what happens to them, you know? So I totally get you.
yeah, it just makes me nervous every time I close the box. I'm like, oh man, are they breathing? Are they fine? Are they gonna be okay? You know. So
Yep. Mhm.
just I don't know. I stress myself out a lot too.
Oh, congrats, Will. That's exciting.
Right? Congratulations, brother. Appreciate it. But yeah, I got like I said, and then I got the big albino female. She's like 4,000 grams, but
Oh
hasn't
my
dropped the.
gosh.
She paired, but she hasn't dropped anything. So I don't know if she
Mm,
reabsorbed or she's not gonna drop any or she's not gonna go at all. So I don't know. We'll see how that
mm.
goes.
That is a bummer. And I can't palpate to save my life. So like you just have to base it off the signs.
Yeah, that's all we got. And then she's been boat rapping a lot and like, but nothing like nothing.
Mm.
So see what happens.
Yeah, hopefully she'll snap into
Hopefully, hopefully. But I'm not holding my breath though because it's
it.
been a minute now. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure she
eh,
reabsorbed them.
eh. Well, hopefully she'll snap back into it and start rebuilding because sometimes they can go real fast. They can go from like 10 millimeters to 30 in like a couple of months. So, like, you never know.
See, and that's what happened to my other female, the spider one, before when I thought she reabsorbed her eggs. So I was like, man, I guess she reabsorbed them. And no, she started doing everything else the other one did. The newborn mom. I mean, the newborn mom. First time mommy, she when she laid eggs, she started doing
Mhm.
that stuff. I was watching them both, and like I said, next thing I know, she just laid eggs, but they were all unfertile.
Mm,
So it sucked.
yeah, that's a bummer.
They look like those little brown crystal clear rocks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, there ain't nothing in there. We good.
Uh, yeah, it definitely sucks. I had a female last season who she she gave me a slug and then an infertile egg and then left me with two other eggs and then those eggs went to full term but then they died right before they hatched and
Oh,
didn't pip, so it was just like, oh come on. So just, there's definitely some crappy parts to this hobby for sure that'll humble you and knock you right back down off your pedestal.
for real. But see, that's like the thing with that though, is like when you see all that stuff happening and then you see how the eggs or the babies come out deformed and stuff like that. At the same time, you're blessed to even get two. I don't know,
Yeah.
like you said.
Yep.
So I get when people post stuff like that and I see that stuff for myself. I'm just like, man, I'm grateful and humble. Like at least I got two. You know,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yep. So we talked about it a little bit earlier. You said it's just you that's working all these animals, or do you get any help from anybody else?
No, my nephews try to help, but they get scared and they run out of the room and stuff like that. But no, it's just me right now. It's just me. I run pretty much try to clean everything by myself. So I have to do a schedule like some on certain days I'll clean the bearded dragons or the geckos or the leopard geckos
Mm-hmm.
and then the snakes. So and then I still got the ASFs outside. I breed my own ASF
Uh,
rats. So I I had to schedule everything and try to clean everything up. So
that's definitely a lot to do by yourself, especially with everything you say you have. That's a challenge.
uh definitely it's a lot of work. It's not easy. So yeah, it's a lot of work.
And then like you have to like throw in a job behind it and trying to figure out when you can put it all together. And I definitely applaud you because it is a lot. It is hard.
Yeah, so right now I'm the assistant manager at my job, so I have to work mid shift, morning shift, overnight shift, pretty much whenever they need me. So if I work overnight, then
Mm,
I try to do it that morning, like clean some tubs and clean whatever I have to do as soon as I get off work before I go to sleep. Then I shower and then go to sleep and then get right back up for work and then do it again the next day.
gotcha. Yeah, that would be hard. It's unpredictable. Sounds like you figuring out when best to schedule it all
Now,
in.
right now I get my 2 days off, but like I said, last night I was in the hospital and I didn't do
There goes
anything,
one
and the
day.
medication, yeah, and the medication that they gave me, it still makes me kind of drowsy. So like I
Mm,
just want to sleep. So
can't can't blame you.
like no light on medication. Like I said, I had slept all the way until right before the live. So I showered, got dressed. I was like, oh man, the live. So I just jumped on and I was like, let's go. It's go time. Got to get my game face on. Try not to fall asleep.
We're awake, live,
Right.
awake, alert, enthusiastic.
Oh, and I also got Gio's shirt on too. Eden's Den.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, this is
Well,
one
his
of the shirts.
logo's cool.
Yeah, I love this shirt.
So, in your opinion, what do you think is the most underrated gene in ball pythons?
Pinstripe
Pinstripe?
off the bat. Yeah, I know it's powerful and it's overpowering, but I still feel like it's underrated. I love Pinstripe.
Do you have a favorite combo that you've seen it in?
Yeah, I got the lesser. What is it? The lesser pastel lesser,
Pastel or
right?
pinstripe?
Yeah, pastel lesser Pinstripe possible granite
Ooh.
or het granite.
Ooh,
I have it right
very
now. She's
nice.
right there. She's freaking gorgeous. And I've seen what pinstripe can do in other like other morphs and other I want to say genes, but I think morphs and genes are the same. But yeah, um, I've seen what it can do, and I feel like it doesn't get talked about a lot. A lot of people don't like pinstripe because it's dominant, it's overpowering, but I love pinstripe. So that's
Hey,
just me.
everybody has their own preferences and color and pattern. That's why I like asking that question because it's always different.
I
Nobody's
bet
nobody's answered the same thing yet.
never. No, it's always
Nope.
different. Huh?
It's always been different so far. Yeah.
Yes. I was like, I like pinstripe off the bat, off the rip. Pinstripe is awesome. I don't know what it is about the pin. Just I don't know. I just love it.
It is pretty. I only have one example of pinstripe in my collection, but I do love her. She's beautiful. It's a desert ghost pin. So
See, I
like,
have one of those too, but I think my lesser is a lot brighter than the Desert Ghost.
is it young?
Yeah, she's still young.
Uh, she'll brighten up. Give her a few sheds, she'll brighten up. My pinstripe desert ghost is like bam. She's like neon now.
No, nice. Okay, well
Yeah,
that's what I look forward to. Yes.
yeah. She'll
I,
brighten up.
oh, excited. But yeah,
So do you
that would.
feed? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Do I feed what?
Do you feed frozen thought or live?
I only feed live.
Yeah.
I only feed live. Yeah, that's all I got. And I don't know how to frozen like freeze my own rats or anything yet. So that's all I got is live.
Gotcha. Cool,
So
cool, cool.
I got to learn how to freeze. I haven't done that yet because I'm kind of afraid to do that and then accidentally kill one of my snakes. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So I'm like somebody has to show me before I can do it.
No, well, hit me up. I can teach you. It's pretty simple.
So all
you'll
right,
you'll be
well,
happy you did. You'll be happy you'll have some to save for the future and keep on back stock. And how many colonies of ASFs do you have?
I only have two right now, but
Just
they
two.
just had babies, and I went to check on the babies, and they're all gone.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, so you know what that means. They either ate them or they got out. But
Oh no. Uh if they were babies, I would bet eating.
yeah, I know. I was kind of sad
ASFs.
when I went in there and I looked and I was like, oh, where'd they go? I was like, I guess they ate them, you know? But yeah, it sucks about ASS. That's what sucks. They eat their kids. I don't get it. But
It's making sure they get the right amount of protein in their diet. If they don't, that's when they start eating their babies.
yeah, so I give them everything that everybody told me to do. I do the raw egg. I mean, not the raw egg, the hard boiled egg. And
Mm.
then I do the black seeds, the sunflower seeds, because they like the seeds, crack them open,
Mhm.
whatever. And then I also do like a peanut butter thing. It's little peanut butter, like it has seeds all over it, like
Mhm.
rat food all over it. It's
Ah.
a, and they sell them at Tractor Supply for like $8. It's a box of 16. So I would
Ow.
throw one
I
in
think I
there.
know what you're talking about. I have some of those too. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've done that, and it just seems like every time they have a clutch, they just eating the babies, and I'm like, damn. So I went back to their other food that I had them on before. It was all crude protein, just nothing but protein. So they're eating that now. I mean, we'll see
Hmm.
what happens.
Sounds like you might just have a bad habit. A mama that's a bad habit eater.
Yeah, and I can't find out which mama is it because I don't want to throw in the wrong one.
Right. You don't want to throw away a whole colony just for one animal that's doing it.
So I'm just like, shit. I'm like screwed every time. Like go in there and I'm like, oh, the babies are gone.
Ugh,
Yeah, it sucks.
it definitely sucks.
but
Been there,
so,
done that. I feel you.
but other than that, I still have two good colonies, but I'm just waiting for them to produce more babies, and that's the problem producing the babies right now because they were producing babies fine before. Now they're just eating them.
hmm
So I'm just kind of annoyed. I keep filling up their water. I keep making sure they're hydrated, their protein. So I'm just like, ugh. Now I'm about to feed them all off.
I mean, sometimes it's good to have a reboot. If you have access to somebody who can give you enough to start a colony, sometimes having a reboot and starting over is good. Gets different genetics in, and sometimes it'll help with the colony eating shenanigans.
Well, see, I used to produce rats too, but rats got too stinky. Like I couldn't do it. But, oh man, they were stinky.
Yeah, we have two large concrete tub racks, and I have them literally sitting right here beside me. And I had to make sure that I cleaned them a couple of days before this so that I knew I wasn't going to be sitting here choking.
I yeah. I bet you had to clean them every 4 days, 5 days.
Yeah, something like that, yeah,
Yeah,
because we have them in
because
the house.
rats. Oh my god, I don't know how they get so stinky, but they're just peeing and pooping all the time. They don't know how to stop. It's
It's just constant.
like a flow. Like, dude, stop. But yeah.
So, who do you look up to most in the hobby?
Well, when I first came into the hobby, I had like 3 or 4 mentors. Um, he used to be called Ring. Um, Rain. Where is he at? I have him up there. Rain Snakes or Rain Exotics. Yeah, Rain Exotics. And then he changed his name to Only Snakes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I've
So
heard of that.
that's my buddy. He was my first mentor, and then I met Daniel from Diabolical, and then he became my other mentor. But then I used to look up to Daniel all the time, and then so on and so on. You know, I got so many people I look up to for different like species.
Mm-hmm.
So like for the retigs, I got Lucas from Exotic Labs. I didn't even know. And if I want to jump into Neos, I got Bill Stiegel.
Mm.
You know, so I can he lives like right here in Texas, so I can just hit him up.
Oh, that's cool.
Like I got a question, but we did a good live with them about that on the chondros and the Neos. Or
Very
so
cool. So, do you have a favorite part of keeping?
my favorite part of keeping, or do I have a favorite part of keeping? I do. Like when I so keeping all these reptiles, and I get off work. No lie, I'll stay in my work clothes and uniform, and I'll just come in here and grab a snake. My favorite part is just being able to reach in and pull out a snake and just relaxing there with it. I would have to say about keeping.
Hanging out with your animals.
Yeah, hanging out with my animals, just in silence. They'll come in here and be like, "Are you okay? Like, what's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "Man, I just trying to de-stress with my reptile." I don't know why. I just feel like they absorb that stress off of you, or I don't know.
Yeah,
They
I definitely understand that.
It's
There's
just like
something
so quiet,
soothing.
yeah, in here.
Yeah. Just
I just
sitting,
feel
letting a
like
snake go through your fingers nice and slow. And I don't know. Yeah, I get you.
it's I don't know, it's just relaxing. It relaxes me. I'm there and I'm just trying to de-stress because sometimes my days are rough at work. Like I'm either pissed off or being a system manager, like the some of the people they don't listen. They just want to do their own thing. So I'm just like, you're trying to follow orders and it's just hard. It's hard
Yep.
sometimes.
Yeah, at least you have something to come home to then that de-stresses you and can chill you out and kind of just erase the bad days a little bit.
And then on top of that too, I think keeping them also reminds me of my kids, because
Mm,
without my kids wanting these animals, I don't think I would have them either. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I think it has to do with me, like knowing that I'm keeping them and doing it for my kids. It just brings me back down to another
Yeah.
good state of mind, I guess.
That's pretty cool.
That's how I look at it, or when I think of keeping, like I'm doing it for them. Because every
Yeah.
time my little boy he calls me and he'll be like, "Hey, Dad, I saw the shorts you made on YouTube. He's like, I saw your videos," and that makes me feel good.
Yeah. At least he's still able to like participate with you even though he's not there. He's able to
And
cheer you on and
and
give you that boost.
and I think that's what it is that keeps me going, like motivates me, it pushes me, and then on that, like if you have a good team like behind you too to push you and motivate you, you can go shit. You can go anywhere. You can go miles with people like that. Like Bosa. Bosa is a good person like to
Mhm.
have in your corner always, always. We got Geo too. I just met Geo, and Geo's a good person to keep in your corner. And then we got Levi from FTL. Pretty much everybody in Mi Familia. Like I
That's
love them all.
nice.
Yeah, it's
Got a nice group of people.
I love them all. I do. I love everybody and everybody that wants to spread that positivity. Like there's no time for negativity. Like what do you gain from that? What do you get out of it? Just
Yep.
being negative? I don't got time for that.
Nope. That's why I say shut up and breed.
That's why like
It's from
what
Antoine.
I, I was like, that's why when you posted this, and I was like, oh yeah, this would be nice to do. Like, I haven't done one of these in a long time.
Yeah, it's nice just kind of just hanging out and getting to know people and having a good conversation. It's pretty cool.
So if I don't stop moving around, it's because I have ADD, ADHD. So I'm always moving around.
Oh no, you're good. I'm the same way.
I'm
Like
all
that's why I
fidgety,
have a swivel
fidgety.
chair because I sit here and I go like this.
I'm just so fidgety that I see it on the camera. I'm just like,
It's
so
all good. So you touched on this a little bit earlier. So besides your reptiles, what other hobbies do you have?
oh, I play. Well, I used to play arena football, so I play arena football. I would do that, and then fitness, and then I used to bowl. I don't
Oh,
bowl anymore. Yeah, I used to like be in the bowling league and everything. I was all for it.
oh, very cool.
And then it was because my uncle was there, and when my dad passed away, my uncle kind of reminded me of my dad. So he got me into the bowling league and stuff, and took me under his wing and everything. Started showing me how to bowl, and it felt good to have that father figure again. So, and then I started working, and I just couldn't make the days they bowled, so
Mm,
I had to get out. But yeah, those were my hobbies. Right now, I do fitness only because fitness is somewhere I can release stress. Like instead of punching somebody or hitting a wall or hurting myself or hurting
yeah.
others, pretty much.
It's a productive way to release stress.
Yes. Be mad at the weight. Be mad at the weight. Yeah.
So, do you have a dream animal to own someday, like ball pythons wise or other species?
If it's about Python wise, if I could get a visual exactic head clown pied or clown pied head exactic, whatever, that'd be awesome. That's it. That's what I really want. Like, and out of everything in this house, that's all I want. It's a
That
clown
would be
pie.
a real. Do you have a specific line of exanthic that you want to work with, or
I have both. I have TSK and VPI,
oh,
and then
sick.
I know there's an MJ line, but I don't have that one.
Mm.
So I just have the TSK. You can tell is completely different from VPI,
Mm-hmm.
and
That.
VPI. I like VPI better. So
Oh, do you?
yes.
Yeah, I work TSK, and the only like the main I have two visuals. I have a male visual TSK and a female super pastel Enchi TSK, and she's like the most stunning example of an exanthic I've ever seen. She looks like she has calico in her because she's gray all on the top, and then it fades down and like goes pixelated into white on her belly and her sides.
Nice.
Oh, she's so sick. That one of my favorite snakes. She used to be my logo snake back when I was Scales Exotics. That was my logo snake.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about now. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. When she first hatched, she was just solid black and white, and then like over the course of like two or three sheds, she went slate gray onto the top, and she hasn't browned out at all. She's beautiful. So I'm a sucker for TSK.
Oh, wait. So she's still black, gray, and white.
Hmm.
Nice. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So that VPI is the same. Like she's growing. She hasn't started to brown. It's still black, gray, and white. Black, gray, and white. But I don't know. I know they say they do brown out, but we'll see.
Hmm. Yeah, hopefully she doesn't. Like I know there's like different like lines of the VPI that some will brown out and then some won't. So
I know. I'm hoping. I hope she stays that way because she's gorgeous. But I don't know. But that TSK male I got from you already know ball pythons. You already know.
oh, yeah.
Yeah. His male's still all like dark gray. He's nice. He's nice, and
Ooh.
he's TSK.
Mhm.
So hopefully he stays gray. That's all I hope. They stay gray.
And you'll have a good set to start working on some exanthic clown pies.
Yes. Yes. Oh, I actually got that Enchi asphalt for to make freeways.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I got Enchi yellowberry asphalt hit something hit gravel I think it was to make freeways. So
Very cool.
so I have the female that I want. I already know what female I want to pair him to. and hopefully we make Freeway some badass ones. So I like
That'll
Freeway. I
be
like the way
sick.
it looks. Yes.
Yeah, I like Freeway too. I watch Billy's videos and drool.
Yes. Every time D Rod posts a Freeway, I'm like, man, dude, like, or is it Freeway that he has D Rod from D
I
Rod
don't remember.
Creations?
I'm not sure. I can't
I
remember
know
if
he
it's
has G
Highway or
Stripe,
Freeway.
and he's always talking about his G Stripe, but I like Freeway. His Freeways are nice. I think he has Freeway. I'll send you a pic.
Yeah, yeah.
What's up, Ken?
LMK, what's going on?
He also has a podcast live too on YouTube.
Oh, cool. I'll have to look theirs up.
Yeah, so Ken, he just started. I think I don't know who he got next. So we'll see.
Whoop.
My dream animal, I actually want to own a Gia monster.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, yeah, the
Those are
Mexican bearded
badass.
dragon. Doesn't really matter. They're I don't know. They're just amazing animals.
They're beautiful too. Those oranges and blacks.
Yes,
The Halloween lizard.
yes. I know. Yes, yes. I just when I went up to Pittsburgh and I went to the zoo, they had one. They had both of them there, and I was trying
Yeah.
to see the difference, right? But
Mm-hmm.
they look exact the same to me. But I mean, I don't know. People say they are different, but I don't
I
know. To
can see
me,
the
they look the
difference in the
same.
color, but
Yeah,
yeah, they
one's
do
lighter
look
and one's
very.
darker. Yeah, that's about it. I thought they
Yeah.
were like gonna be different in like the pattern wise, like their skin wise, but they still look the same.
When were you in Pittsburgh?
A while back,
Yeah, it's only like an hour from me.
I was I was in Pittsburgh, but I was over by Shady Side. Is it
Oh,
Shady?
yeah,
Yeah, I was right
yeah.
there in that area. Before I was there for a family wedding. They live out there,
Ah.
so
Oh, okay. Very cool. You're from State College, Ken? Oh, snap. We got a PA. We got another PA.
yeah. I actually walk like the gym over there is like walking distance from where I was at, so I really like literally walked to that neighborhood. It was nice out there. The weather was nice. It's so green. Like everything's surrounded by trees here, city wise. Everything is so beautiful out there. It's beautiful out there. That's all I gotta say.
Oh, yeah. We're still very much foresty,
I
even
love
like
it
down
though. I
near
love
going
that.
toward Pittsburgh. Yeah.
So Ken says he's having on Juan from Windy City next.
Oh, cool. Yeah, the winter is cold. I will say that. I just wish we could replace winter with a winter down south.
Yeah,
Only going to like maybe 30 or 40 degrees or 40 degrees maybe. That wouldn't be too bad. No snow.
yeah. I heard when y'all get snow, it's pretty bad and out there. So
Yeah, we haven't had like a really bad winter in a while, but the like right before Christmas we had a winter storm blow through and I have never experienced cold like that in my entire life. We were like in like negative 30s, which was unreal. That's
I can't do
never.
that. Like I can here in Texas, it's cold, and we don't normally get cold weather like that. And when we do, I'm out there in a tank top and shorts. Like everybody's like, "You're not cold." Like, come on, man. Tomorrow's gonna be hot. That's how Texas weather is. For real. And
Yeah,
the
I
next
agree,
day
Ken.
it
Bad
goes
weather
back
can
up.
stay away.
I was like, it goes up. The next day it goes back up to 82 degrees, and you're like, see, what did I say? We only get this weather not that long.
For like a second.
People are all bundled up, wearing jackets, beanies. You're like, it's not that cold, guys. Over
It's not.
exaggerating. You just want a reason to wear that stuff. It's so cold. They're all, it's so cold. It's not that
Yeah.
cold. Come on.
That always made me laugh too because when we went down to Florida, um, my husband and I went down there for our anniversary, and it was in April, and there were people walking around in jackets and stuff in like 70-degree weather, and I'm like, what are these people doing? This is wonderful. They're like, no, man, this is really cold. Like
They don't
come
know,
come up to
right?
Pennsylvania. You'll experience what cold is.
Right? You don't know. You don't know.
Oh man. So what's something you wish you knew when you were first getting into breeding and keeping?
This is gonna sound funny, but I get Bosa probably knows what I'm gonna say right now, but how to defrost rats.
Mm.
Yeah, because when I first got in, I put it in the microwave.
Oh no.
Yeah, so it blew up.
Oh
Not
man.
nice. Had to go buy another microwave.
I
Yeah,
had a feeling, yeah, that would have been ugh.
yeah. It was so nasty. I didn't.
That that's like
I
an
wish.
science experiment gone wrong.
So I wish I knew like back then to like reach out to somebody like how do you defrost rats? Like just put them in warm water, bro. Like no, I tried to defrost them in the microwave and all over the microwave.
Oh man.
It was so bad. It was so
Oh,
bad.
I have mental images.
Yeah, and I've talked about this on our podcast too, and I was just like, oh man, it was the worst ever.
Well,
But
hey,
you
that's a
learn.
lesson learned.
Yeah,
Yes. There you go.
never again. Never again. See, Bosa put microwave.
Bose's microwave.
Oh my god. He's so funny.
So, what's the most exciting thing that's happened to you since you started in the hobby?
The sponsors, the love for the people that we've reached, or yeah, that we reached or connected with in the hobby, pretty much since we started the podcast.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't think ever once ever that me starting a podcast like it would go the way it's going right now. So that's why I'm telling you, Lauren, like don't stop, just keep going. Just yeah,
Push through
keep
it.
going. Yeah. At some points you may think, hey, this sucks. Like not getting views or like people ready to come to the lives or whatever or whatnot. But it's not about that. It's about you trying to push through that. You trying to be here for the long run. People then start saying, oh, so and so's on every day, same day. Oh, and just picking a day, which consistently you got to pick a day to stay consistent on. Like if you're gonna go live Thursday, then do Thursday or Wednesday or whatever it is you're going live,
Hmm.
and just keep those days always. And then people will start knowing and be like, oh, so and so's live on Wednesday and Thursday. Go check them out. That's all I gotta say. Like that's what I've learned in the podcast history. It's just being consistent.
Gotcha.
Even though like Levi took a vacation, he took a month off. We took a month off. Uh, but our sponsors were like, hey, what's going on? So I did a show with Alvaro. That was the last one we did, and then Levi came back. And it was a good life after that. When he came back, we came back with a bang with, of course, Bill Stiegel, and that life went really great. So I think we're just doing Sundays for Sexton, and then Saturdays I got cold blooded games, and then we're gonna add one more day, but I gotta see what my schedule allows me, which
Hmm.
sucks. So it's my work schedule, and then the reptile schedule and everything. So that's what's hard about podcasts, and then two, being on the podcast too drains you. It drains you mentally. Like, oh, what am I gonna put out, or what are we gonna talk about today, or stuff like that. So,
Yep.
and every time I get on somebody's podcast, I just tell them, hey, just do you, keep doing what you're doing, and don't switch up. Trust me, you'll be fine. You'll be awesome. I believe in you. I do. Like, I
Thank you.
really do.
This is only the fourth episode, so I'm still trying to figure things out and figure out how I, want to do questions and all that stuff. But I've really enjoyed it so far. It's been a lot of fun. I'm hoping that I can keep it going and really settle on a day that works well. And
Yeah.
because right now I'm job hunting, so I have to, once I get an actual job and figure out when my days are going to line up, that's when I really can settle on a day. But for right now, with when I don't have anything going on, it's like, okay,
Oh,
I
I
can
get
do
it.
any day. I'm good any day.
Like yesterday, since I was at the hospital, I actually wanted to do it live, but I was at the hospital, I couldn't. So, but I
Yeah,
get it. So when you have like that free time, you're like, oh, I want to jump on, I want to do something. Yeah, I get that too.
I've been diving into the animals pretty hard.
I get it.
Because I
I
have,
get it.
and I have two separate rooms right now because I have all the snakes that we got from that collection buyout in a separate room in quarantine, and then I have all the ones in this room that I have to deal with, and then the rats. So
Oh,
it's,
damn.
yeah.
You got quite a few.
Yeah, we're up to about 60 some ball pythons after the new babies.
60? I thought you had
Yeah.
more than that.
I used to. I actually slimmed down my collection quite a bit last year. I sold off about 16 animals, and but then we picked up this collection and we got 20 more, plus the babies we just hatched out, plus the babies that are about to drop. So it's like, okay, I am
Time to
starting
go.
to get buried.
Yeah. See, I got 100. That's why I got like 109 counting
Woo.
the, yeah, not counting the hog noses, the pear hog noses, the rainbow boa, the retic. Those are all separate. So,
Yeah, I don't count my retic or the Madagascar giant hog noses, our westerns. Because my husband likes hog noses, so he has a couple of westerns and a couple of tricolors, and then we have a breeding pair of Madagascar giant hog noses that we really
nice.
like. We have those in a nice like 4x2 enclosure down in our living room. So like my retic is down there too because he's way too food motivated to be up where the rats are. I'd be getting bit
Oh,
every single day.
get it. I got you. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. But
Yeah.
my girl, she's still feisty. She comes out. I open the tub. She's already like coming out. Like, where's the food? Like, calm down,
Tap
girl.
training.
I just
Tap
wanna,
training. Oh
yeah.
my gosh, tap
But I
training.
use my hand though. So I use my hand.
Oh wow.
I'll just go in there. Yeah. Because I want her to know that it's me.
Yeah.
So I've been using my hand. She's been doing pretty good. So
Well, that's good.
unless she sees something moving, other than that.
So,
But
what's something you've seen change for better or worse since you've come into the hobby?
um, the negative and the positivity. So a lot more positivity and the unity. We're actually starting to. I feel like we're actually starting to come together, even though some people may disagree with one another. Um,
Yeah,
it's sad that it took what happened in Florida for them to actually unite. You know,
but it'll
I've been
make us an
trying
unstoppable force.
pretty much.
Yep.
Um, we know we're unstoppable, but when we're together, we're even more unstoppable. Like nobody's gonna stop
Yep.
us, and that's what I try to preach too. Like that's what we try to preach as well for USR. Like like I said, it just sucks. Like in Florida, what happened that it took all of that to happen. And I always ask too, like, why does it have to take something like that to happen?
Yeah. I don't
For
know.
us to come together, for us to come like be one, to unite, stand strong. Like I don't. You're late, bro.
I saw that.
Did someone say microwave? I said you late, but yeah, like I was saying just before you rudely interrupt me. Um, but yeah, I wish we were united back then when I first came into the hobby. Like when I
Yeah.
first came into the hobby, everybody was just at each other's throat. Like no lie, like you could go to the show and there's already beef going on. And I was like, oh man, what did I walk into?
Yep.
But like, I was like, man, people would actually want to fight in the parking lot.
My
That's what I
gosh.
mean. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like nowadays, it's different now. I've seen it and I've seen it change.
Yeah, I've definitely noticed a change for the better too. I mean, you see occasional drama here and there, but it definitely hasn't been as bad as it was a couple of years back.
I know. I don't know. I feel like we all made some kind of impact. Like the podcasters did the impact. Like Keys is another one. Keys Constrictors. He does really
Hmm.
good. He's really well. Shout out to Keys and Keisha. Uh, for doing what they do, trying to unite the community as well. Uh, they do what we do. Like we're trying to stand united. We try to bring everybody together. Like we don't go and get into the drama. We don't get into that mix. So we stay away from that, and everybody knows like who stays away from what. So
Yep.
we don't bring that drama. We don't even acknowledge it or give it the time of day. If you do, I mean that's on you. That's not what we're looking for. So
Yep. If I see something that I don't agree with or something, that's, you know, off the wall, then I just know to just silently back away. It's not worth starting drama over something pointless. Because most of the
agreed.
time, you're not going to change people's minds. So you just step away.
Well,
And if that's stuff you don't want to see, you just unfollow them.
what I tell everybody is that everybody's like, why do you follow that person or why do you hang out with that person? But, like, everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Yep.
You may not like my opinion, but they've never done nothing back to me. So, I mean, if you want to follow, follow. But,
Yep.
it is what it is.
Yep. So, what motivates you in the hobby and in your business?
The animals and the family, pretty much. The family that backs me up every day. That's what motivates me. That's what keeps me going. The animals keep me going. Um, because I know if I didn't have them, I'd be probably in jail or something. um, Dealing with all these. Uh, I don't like saying this, but like it just like some people don't really use their common sense.
Yep.
And when I work with people like that and they don't have that common sense, I'm just like, oh man, like why, why? Especially when some rude customers, like the other night, I had a customer tell me, at least I don't work I don't work where you work, blah blah blah, talking mess to me.
Mm.
You know, all I could say was like, at least I have a job.
Yeah. Hey,
But
that's the
yeah,
way to look at it.
so I really do get motivated on my reptiles. Like if I get a new reptile, I'm even more motivated. Like, oh my god, I gotta learn this new reptile. Like the retake, I'm still learning. I'm still learning. So much to learn. There's always something to learn in this hobby/industry. Always.
That's what
So
makes it fun.
yeah,
Keeps it interesting and doesn't get stale on you.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So, final question. If you had any advice for people coming into the hobby and new keepers, what would it be?
Um, do your race. I would say do your research before like investing into an animal. Like make sure you're going to be here for the long run, not just part time, or you're going to come in and disappear a couple of days later. Make sure you're in it for the right reasons, because it is time consuming. It will drain you on days like you're drained out, and you're like, I got to feed my animals, but you don't want to. Yeah, but you got to feed those animals. They
Mm-hmm.
got to eat. Um, it's just time consuming. That's all I gotta say is yeah, do your research, make sure you invest what you want to invest in. And if you do invest, make sure they're breeder ready first. If you're trying to invest in the money wise. If you're just enjoying the reptile and you want to watch it grow up, then invest getting a baby. Uh, I know people are coming in straight for the money. So for them, your best bet is to go big. Start off big. work with animals big. Um, but if you're not for the money, like half of us aren't, um, start small. Get two babies, then raise them up, and then breed them. It's fun. Trust me, the experience watching them grow up, feeding them, and then learning stuff along the way. People coming into your life, meeting new people. Oh man, that is worth the while. That's all I gotta say. That is worth the while. I love everybody that I've met and crossed paths, and I thank each and every one of them coming into my life. So,
The Instagram family.
yeah, Instagram family. Like Lauren, like, oh man, I met Lauren a long time ago, and this is actually our first sit down
Yeah.
interview. And I appreciate that, Lauren. Like, I appreciate
Yeah.
you gave me the time of day and that you were willing to do this live.
Oh, absolutely. You're very welcome. Thanks for coming on and being an awesome guest. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. We'll say, yeah, that's been fun. Embarrassing too, because of my microwave
Oh,
incident, but
hey, you gotta have funny stories like that, you know?
oh, so one time, I gotta tell you this before I go. One time, I left the tub open and one of my snakes got out, and I said it on the live on the other podcast. I was like, and I said, my mom finds out the snake got out, she's gonna freak, you know? And they're like, "Oh, you better hope your mom's not watching this live." I said, "My mom don't watch these lives." But it was funny. Like it was embarrassing, but funny. I was like, "Damn!" But luckily, I found the snake. Took a while, but we found him.
Yeah.
But
Those are probably most of my embarrassing stories are my snakes getting out. The worst one was probably we were on our anniversary trip the one time, and my husband was still learning how to, like, because we have homemade racks. Up until recently we have our first ARS rack now, but I have homemade racks that don't have like the little guide rails for the tubs, and he wasn't sure on how to like properly push them in and stuff for a while, and he was helping me fill waters and stuff the day before we left. And when we left the next day, I had a camera set up in the room, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna check on the snakes and check on the room, make sure everything's okay." And I pull the camera up, and I see a snake crawling up my adult rack, and I check another camera, and there's another snake crawling up my hatchling rack. And we had about 3 snakes out in total because my husband didn't close the tubs quite right.
oh dang!
And so we had to call my father-in-law at 1 in the morning, and he had to come in and grab the snakes and put them back in their tubs where they were supposed to go because we weren't home. We were like 5 hours away.
Oh damn!
So that's probably my biggest embarrassing story.
I'm like, wow. At least you had somebody though. That's awesome.
Yeah, the because otherwise I probably wouldn't have found them in the room, or it would have taken forever.
Lucky, lucky. You're
Well,
blessed. But yeah.
before you go, do you have any animals that you wanted to show off? Any of your favorites?
Yeah. Hold on.
Whoop.
Yeah. Here's my rainbow. Love
Oh,
her to
wow.
death. Yeah. She's gorgeous.
She's
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 actually like
pretty.
she lets me touch her head too. Oh, where you going? Where you going?
Up, 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 up.
Right? Yeah, she just wants to climb all the time. But yeah, this is her. Her name's Rain.
She's beautiful.
She's like she lets me pet her head too. So
She
yeah,
seems real chill.
she's not head shy at all, and she won't bite. She's only bit me once, but she was a baby then, and I was trying to hand feed her the rat, so that was
Ah.
my fault. But yeah, this one and then the retic. I got the new retic. Do you want to see her?
Yeah, sure.
Hold on.
You can see all the stickers and stuff. Recognize quite a few logos back there. Whoop. Oh, look at her.
There's the retic.
Oh my goodness, she's so little.
Yeah, she's still a babe.
She's so cute. Aw, she's beautiful.
Yeah, these two are my favorite right now. Her, but she has this thing where she wants to snap at my face because I think it's my beard that makes it look like a rat or something. I don't know. But yeah.
She's very
Other
pretty.
than that, she sheds so good. She's a good shedder. I mean, I just love the way she looks.
I love their eyes. They have such big, expressive eyes.
Yeah.
There she goes.
Both of them, the rainbow and her, like going up. I don't know why.
I've noticed a lot of my snakes like ceiling fans for some reason. They see the ceiling fan and go, wow, and go straight up. It's like that they get hypnotized by it.
Yeah. Yeah. My two favorite ones right now.
Very cool.
But yeah. If you don't mind me, can I drop my Instagram and
Absolutely. Go ahead and plug your social media. And
okay.
I actually have a QR code for people to scan so that they can go check out your link tree as well.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. I didn't know you could do that, but that's awesome. So yes, I'm on Instagram under Flexin N Finessin Reptiles. So I have 3 pages. I have the Sex and Flexin, Cold Blooded Gains, and the Mi Familia page. It's all about just being a family, supporting, trying to spread positivity throughout the community, trying to bring people together and stuff like that.
Very cool.
Then we have our YouTube channel, which is Sex and Flexin Reptile Podcast. Now we added reptiles because everybody was like, "Why just Sex and Flexin?" You know. So we added Sex and Flexin Reptile Podcast now. It's on YouTube. We're over on YouTube. We're there Sunday night on Cold Blood Games podcast as well. We're there Saturday. Tomorrow night, I got Inky Cloud. So that's
Very
gonna be awesome. And then of course I have my link tree where you have the merch. If you want something different outside of the link tree, let me know because I can get it. Also have, like Lauren said, sticker packets. Some big sticker packets. So yeah, just hit me up whenever y'all want to like sticker pack or anything, something different, a shirt, something different. Let me know because I can make it happen. That I think that's everything.
Very
I
cool.
appreciate this. Thank you, Lauren.
Yeah, thank you very much for being on. It's been a pleasure. I'm happy we finally got to talk face to face for the first time.
And that's what I try to do. Like I try to show everybody support, and I don't switch up. I stay the same person. Like you can ask Nikki, I've always stayed the same. So I don't switch up. I don't try to be something I'm not, or reach something I'm not. So I just keep being me.
That's the best way to be.
That's all I know.
All right,
yeah.
Chris. Well, thank you very much for being on. I'll let you get to your family since you guys are all hanging out together tonight. But
Yeah.
thank you again for being on. I really appreciate it. And your awesome retic. Oh my gosh, she's so cute.
Yeah, she sits. I love the way when she just wants to sit in my hand like this. I love it. She's like, I miss you. And she has me all wrapped up. See?
That's so cute.
I love her.
All right. So
this
I'll
is
let
what
you
it's
go.
for. These right
Yes,
here.
it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But okay, thank you, Lauren. Appreciate
Yeah,
it.
you're welcome. I'll let you go be with your family, and we'll be talking soon.
I hope so.
Yeah.
All right.
Have a good night, everyone.
All right. Good night, everybody.